Hello my loves, we're gonna do a timeless reading, and in case you missed it, I just recorded a little celebration anniversary video for me and my little guy. Maybe you want to check that out, and I'm sorry if I'm a little still I teared up a little, so you might be able to hear that. Anyway, we're gonna start. We already have a card that came out, and I am quite it's unfortunate. We've got a lot of fives coming out lately, a lot of like instability, conflict. This is the conflict card, so I'm going to find out what this conflict is about that's coming up. I am sensing that this is in relation to people as the card came upward, but we're going to see. What is this about, this conflict? The World, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, the Page of Wands. Okay. There is a conflict in regards... okay. It's kind of like between playing it safe and choosing a path that is less set in stone, that is less predictable, but that is more aligned with your passions and the things that you care about. And there's some sort of conflict coming up in regards to this between these two. The Four of Pentacles, look, she's holding on to her purse very tightly because it's the stability that she has acquired up to this point, and she doesn't want to lose it, you know. And the Page of Wands is very excited about like just going off, and I'm hearing performing specifically. You can see she's dancing. Yeah, and there's, with the World here, also a card that had come out. We have this idea of cycles, this idea of things fitting perfectly together and being in a perfect little round circle, happening as they should, you know? There is bigger themes to this as to why things are coming up. So this conflict that you're experiencing, whether it's internal or you are facing some sort of resistance from your external and people in your life, it has to do with you choosing between putting your efforts into something that is maybe less stable and something that is more stable. Okay. What do we need to speak on now? What's going on? Okay. You three. Oh my lordy. We are getting like we're getting the same cards. We've been getting the same cards for quite a few readings now. So there seems to be an energy that is kind of taking over the collective a little bit. But we have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles is new seeds being planted. New seeds that are going to bring you some sort of revenue, some sort of stability in your life. But then you're too scared to do it. You're too scared to get out of your comfort zone. We have another four. The four is stabilizing, and the five is instability. So it's like you're holding on to the stability that you have acquired, too scared of losing whatever you already have for the sake of something new, even if that new is better and bigger. You're too scared to leave it behind. The Six of Swords in reverse. Why are you holding on to this? Why are you holding... Because it seems to me, or maybe you're being too rational about this, or like the opinions of other people are like influencing you. But why are you holding on to something that seems like it needs to go? Why are you holding on? The Lovers in reverse and the Eight of Swords. Oh my, this might be a relationship for some of you that you're holding on to because of the time, the energy, the emotions you have invested into it, and you're not wanting to let go of this. For some of you. Now, for others, this could be also just an internal anxiety. Like you're too scared to let go. The Eight of Swords is self-made anxiety. You see how in the mirror she's stuck, but in the external, she's actually not stuck. She's just seeing herself as such. And the card came out in reverse. So this is what I'm sensing here. You are seeing yourself as stuck. You are seeing yourself as bound to someone or to a situation. And that maybe with this person there is conflict. Can we get an explanation on the Lovers here in reverse? How... Oh, that came out. Oh my god, sorry Baba, I didn't want to scare you. I cannot make this shit up. Oh my god, guys, we have the Two of Cups in reverse and the Tower. I couldn't have chosen, genuinely, I could not have chosen any other cards in the tarot to signify an explanation for a heartbreak, a breakup, a disconnecting of two people than these two. Okay, the Tower, something that comes potentially all of a sudden. Sometimes it isn't all of a sudden. Sometimes you feel the ground sinking before it crashes. But it is something that destroys your foundations. It destroys whatever you have built. And the Two of Cups, dear, this is the relationship card apart from the Lovers. This is the card of union, of emotionally two people investing in one another. You see how they're filling each other's cups with not one or the other water, but with what they create together. This is like the situational card. If this is the energetic card, the concept card of the Lovers in life, this is a situation, a relationship. On its head, dear, on its head. So some relationship that ended in a way that felt explosive, that felt like it took away so much from you. And for some of you, this can also be something that happened in your parents' relationship. So you might have experienced, not personally, but by looking at someone else going through this, a very intense breakup, a very intense heartbreak that formed and shaped how you look at life as well. So it didn't happen to you, but it could have been something that very much influenced how you look through at love and at life. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, but I really think this is a relationship. Are you in conflict now then with this Lover? Is there conflict with the Lover? Yeah. I love how like sometimes I ask questions and I'm already on the right track, so it's more like a confirmation, but it's funny how clear to me the answers are. And yeah, I think so, because we have the Three of Wands, expansion, opening up your mind, opening up your possibilities, your abilities, and this is in reverse. So the conflict, I think, that came up, and this is all part of, right, the world, part of all of these different steps that you have to go through, the different experiences that you go through as a human being. And specifically for you, right now in your life, this is happening in a way for you to choose this other path, right? But the Three of Wands in reverse, there's an expansion that is being held back. And what I'm sensing here is there is a lack of expanding the mind, even though we have the Three of Wands. But I'm feeling very much connected to this idea of like there being an expansion of how far you can see, how much you can take in. Look at how she's looking at the ocean. She can only see so far. On a foggy day, she'll see barely the shoreline. And then on a clear day, she might see to the islands, you know. And what I'm sensing here is this is very foggy. There is a lack, there's an inability to see one another or see a person's opinion. Okay, this is getting very juicy. I'm very curious. I feel like I'm looking into your private life. Oh my gosh. As if that's not what I do. No, I love this. I love doing tarot, man. Okay. Explain. The Nine of Wands. I hadn't even formulated a proper question there. We have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, standing tall, still having your flame lit after going through a lot, you know. The Nine of Wands, in most illustrations, you will see someone who's really beat up and like really like looks like they might have to sit down, but they're still standing. They're still standing. And what I'm sensing in this one though, there is this, I feel like someone is standing, holding on to wherever they have placed their flag. You know, when you say, are you going to die on this hill? Someone has placed a flag on the hill and they are going to die on that hill. And I don't mean that like they're going to die. And what I'm saying is someone here has held on to specific vision of self, because the ones are your passion, your expression, and they're holding on to it tightly. They're holding on to it tightly. And I think that is, that is not allowing for the expansion of the mind, for seeing the bigger picture. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to put on my jacket. Okay, babes, I'm back. Okay. So, what is the collective to do? What is the collective to do? If this conflict is coming up with this person that is kind of holding you back, right, from getting out of this seeming stability that you have built with them. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands comes right after the Nine of Wands. So the next step is packing your bags and leaving. Look at that. Wow. Oh my. Oh my. The Ten of Wands traditionally speaking, it's the idea of overwhelm. It's the idea of carrying a lot and really breaking your back for someone else, or for responsibilities in your life, for passions, avenues that you put your energy into. In this depiction though, it really looks to me like someone leaving behind this situation, choosing to expand, because the card is on the Three of Wands in reverse though. Maybe also the leaving in itself could be actually a reaction out of not wanting to die on that hill. Oh my God, yes. Look at the synchronicities. We got a hill there. I didn't even realize. You're not going to die on that hill. That's like the choice that feels more prevalent, I think. So you're going to have to do what? Walk away. I think, but we're going to... So the next step... No, it is the walking away. But can we get a confirmation, an elaboration on the Ten of Wands? The Chariot. It's moving ahead, my dear. Moving ahead. You are trying to balance yourself out. This choice, this moving, is something... The Chariot, you know, they have here the black and the white. What they're showing is through balance, are you able to move forward, and quickly as well? See progress happening. And it's another depiction of leaving, you know, literally there's a wagon leaving. I really feel you need to leave the situation behind. And I want to be very clear that do whatever you like in your life, okay? You are in control of your own life, of your own choices in life. And what I'm saying here should only confirm what you already are thinking and not put new thoughts into your head. So if this is not something that you recognize, this is maybe not your message, okay? Oh my lordy. Okay. What is going to happen if the collective goes after the Page of Wands, right? Chooses to let go of that which brought them stability, but is definitely now only causing conflict and despair. I'm sorry, my dear. I really feel the energy. You have to choose new love, my dear. New love, and love for yourself as well. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of New Beginnings. And the card fell on top of the Three of Wands in reverse. The expansion that is not happening. The mindset, the opening up is not happening. Choose new. Choose differently. Go somewhere else. And if you're waiting for someone to fill your cup, and you realize that they aren't able to do so, then fill your own cup. You can fill your own cup. And not just you can, but you have the responsibility, dear. Genuinely, you do. No one is responsible for another person. It's a choice to be. We are a collective. We are all one, ultimately. So there is an inherent responsibility to look after others if everything is one if you're looking after self as well. But what I'm saying here is, as individual people, it is our responsibility to take care of our needs and our wants and our own growth and love, you know, fulfill ourselves. And trust me, there is no worse pain than pouring into people and not coming back to you. Especially if that is something that you crave and you want, you know, and we all do. But sometimes when we have been taught that love is a conditional thing, it is something that needs to be earned, we will take on the burden of doing what is necessary, changing what is necessary within ourselves so we can be loved. The reality, though, is the love should be unconditional. No matter at what stage in your life you are, what you're going through, unconditional love for yourself is always available. You can always love yourself no matter what you're going through in life. No matter how shitty of a person you might be at the moment. Or maybe a good person, or maybe you're going through a lot of like hardship. Or you're in a really good phase, whatever. The unconditional love is it doesn't rely on the conditions around you. It doesn't rely on whatever's happening in your life, okay? So I want you to tap into that and to tap into this love and understanding for yourself. You need to watch after yourself. And this is, I'm going to share something with you. What helps me personally. And I've done this like my whole life, it feels like. But I like to look at myself as my own child, because personally I am a person who's very caring and I take on whatever needs to be taken on. If I love someone, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to support them. And I realized that by me looking at myself as my own child, I am capable of tapping into this unconditional love more than when I look at myself as myself sometimes. Because of all of these, like, you know, we have opinions about ourselves and we allow other people to make us feel a certain way, and there's just much more chaos. And I find it easier to look at myself as my child, because then there is no question of the unconditionality of the love. No question. Of course I'm going to love you, whatever, like, you know. And that really helped to kind of like take your own hand and say, no, we're going to make sure that we're okay. You need to make sure you're okay. You know, I see you filling everyone else's cup. Everyone else has been fed, but you haven't eaten, you know. So that can really help to kind of make sure, you know, you're okay. And I'm losing my train of thought and the sun is leaving. So we're gonna finish the message today with some guidance based on the self-help deck. And also, oh yeah, I got some quotes, so I'll pick some of those as well, my dear. But we genuinely, I think, have about 5 minutes before it's dark. And I'm sorry, I've just been coming to the forest quite late. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't show you this one. I can't show you. I can show you the text. There you go. We have family and we have pleasure. So the advice is to find joy. And I'm going to pick you another one to have 3. But you're being called to find joy, to find love, right? Love. Here we go. We were talking about love. Pleasure is a form of love. Family is a form of love. Engage with the people, the things in your life that make you feel loved for you. Yeah, love yourself. Literally. That's kind of the message here. And with the family card, family is the people that love you unconditionally, that are able to give you this unconditionality to the love. Obviously there's layers to family, but those are the people, the frequencies you want to be on. And the hair of this person is the same color, the same frequencies as the love that you would have for yourself, which I can't show you the card properly. I'm gonna not risk it today. Risk it for the biscuit. It's not like I'm monetized, so it's just long term. I'm trying to think ahead, you see. And we're gonna get one more. Oh my god, it's really getting dark, guys. I am so sorry. Okay, one more. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. Yeah. If you are if you are not in a situation where you have people around who can confirm the beauty that you have in yourself, allow the universe to do that for you. Allow yourself to see yourself in that which is, in the beauty that of all that is. Look at the night sky and realize how amazingly beautiful it is that it exists. Look at a tree and see how beautiful it is. Look at yourself and see how beautiful you are. I love that, dear. I'm gonna get you a quote now to leave. I need to go. It's getting dark. Okay. It is not the time yet. Not the time yet for what? For what? Explain. Explain. There's from something. That's a reference to something. I have more than enough to offer. Okay, but what is not the time for? You have more than enough to offer. More than enough love. You've shown it. You've shown it in how you treat people, in your relationships. So if you have that much love to give, it's not that hard to turn it towards yourself. And again, if it helps you to depersonalize the self as potentially your kid or your friend or whatever, it helps, you know. Maybe that's an idea. It is not the time. Okay, you might struggle still for a bit in regards to feeling this connection with all that is. It fell right on top of the look at the stars. But it is a path that you need to continue on, dear. And what I'm seeing here with it being in reverse, this is an internal path. You need to go inward maybe as well. Look at the stars, look outward, but use it to reflect into the inside, okay? And we're gonna pick one more to make it 3. And it's a quote from Confucius. I always say it wrong. Interesting. We had this quote, and I was thinking about it when I was starting to lay the cards, actually. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. There you go. That's your message for the day, dear. Little boy is also making noise. We're gonna head out. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.